California, some in Nevada, some in Oregon. And back in the early days, when I was in high school, the one group I was in before Rocket, Swamp Gas Brass, we did a show once where we opened up for Pat Paulson, who at that time was on the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour and was running for president. He ran for president a couple of times. One of the times we opened for him, we met him. I've got a picture somewhere of us standing there with him. And he was a colorful person. Also in Breakwater, when I worked at it was called the Red Dog Saloon up at Bear Valley, which is a ski resort in California. There was a guy up there who used to come see us a lot, and he came to see us in Rocket too often, by the name of Doug McClure.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a television actor in the '60s, and in fact, The Simpsons have enshrined him as one of their characters, known as Troy McClure.
Mm-hmm.
But Doug McClure was a colorful guy and came out a lot and liked to drink and party, as so many do. And then in Rocket, we of course worked up at Harrah's during the Tahoe Ski Classic, and met a lot of people during that time. John Denver, Clint Eastwood. That was during the days around the early '80s, and I don't know if people remember, but that's when another celebrity, Claudine Longet, shot a skier on the slope, and was in the paper about that. There was some kind of love triangle going on, but I think his last name was Kidd or something like that. So there was Clint Eastwood. We talked to him a lot up there, and real nice guy. And let's see, who else was it? All the people that were up at the ski resort there at the Ski Classic. And then, of course, also in Rocket, when we stayed at Bavarian Village, got to know the Four Tops pretty well and hang around with them. And one time, when we were working in Vegas, they were headlining at the, I think it was called the Thunderbird or Firebird, something like that casino, which is now long since been torn down. But we went to see them one night there, and they introduced me to Berry Gordy. So I got to meet Berry Gordy, who of course is the founder of Motown Records. And that was a real honor. So that's to name many of them that we rubbed shoulders with and met during those days.
Oh, all right. Now, since we have two of the members that are gone, Doug Dill and Marty Gaskins, I was hoping you'd give me your memory of them and what they contributed to the band.
Sure. Well, Doug, I worked with Doug for many years, actually, before Rocket. And when we first formed Rocket, we had another guitarist that was with the group a very short time that had been in Raw, the group Raw with band. And so, after I joined Rocket, which had been Raw, we changed the name to Rocket, and they were asking me about Doug. I said he's a great guitarist, and so we auditioned him and got him in Rocket, and he was in Rocket for the first part of the band's tenure. And he was a very talented guitarist, and a funny guy. Have a lot of great memories with him. And he passed away, I think, in the mid-1980s. It was kind of fuzzy as to exactly what happened, but they found him in his apartment. But he was a wonderful guy, and I have nothing but fond memories of him, and I learned a lot about playing guitar from him, from Doug Dill. And then Marty, of course, was a dear friend for many, many years. I knew Marty before Rocket, and I knew him after Rocket. We were very close, and what do I have to say about Marty? He was liked by everyone. He fully accepted my transition and remained friends afterwards. And he worked in a group with Jeff after Rocket called Heart and Soul. And so I was in contact with Marty up to the end when he got sick and passed away. And he passed away, gosh, it's been probably about 25 years ago now. Mm-hmm. But they were both great guys, and I can only speak very highly of both of them.
Okay, well, that's great. Well, it's time to say that, do you have anything else to add to this?
Sure, yeah, I just want to say to everyone that used to come see us play all those years, I want to thank them very much, and you mean a lot to me, all of you out there, anybody that may be watching or hearing this. And again, thank you, Mark, and your sister Jeanette for doing all this and getting this going. I really am honored and flattered about it. And again, if anyone wants to contact me or ask any questions about my transition, etc., they can do so on my YouTube. I have a YouTube video out right now. It's been out for about 7 months, called "I Don't Want to Get What You've Got." I don't want to get what you got, and that's on YouTube, and you can look it up. It's "don't" with an apostrophe T. I don't want to get what you got, and it's a song that I have up. You can see me and hear me there. It was recorded about 7 months ago. Or you can find me on Facebook. So, again, it was a heck of a ride back then, and we had a lot of fun, and I have a lot of fond memories about everyone back from those days.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your doing this for us, and so people can get more of an idea of what the band was about and who you are. So thank you very much.
Sure, Mark, and thank you again.
Okay. Well, this is Mark again, just saying that this is one of the first interviews, and there will be several more on this channel right after this one. So please check those out for more information about the band and their history. Thank you very much.